Hello, and welcome back to the channel. This is, Spellbreaker for World of Warcraft, the original RPG version, but beside the point. So, I watch a lot of YouTube content, or listen to a lot of YouTube content when I drive, because I have nothing else to really listen to. And I've listened to a lot of stuff over the years. I've listened to entire movie breakdowns of horror movies, and then still watch the movie, and still enjoy it. I watched an entire playthrough of Portal 2 after it came out on someone who was streaming on Co's Quest's website. I'm not exactly sure how Co was doing all that stuff. Co-star, you know, Co-star, Co-Quest. Anyway, but I still enjoyed playing Portal 2 when I got it, like a year and a half, 2 years later. Still enjoyed it. I can play a game, watch. I can play a game after I watch the entire breakdown of the story, because if the gameplay's fun, I'm still gonna enjoy it. So the movies are fun. If the movies are fun to watch or they're engaging, I'm still gonna watch the movie even though I know all the twists and turns. Books are the only thing I really don't do, which is weird. But moving on. So when it comes to certain things like WoW lore, I watched a lot of videos of WoW lore years ago, and I continued watching videos until certain YouTubers stopped making videos. One was, "But wait, there's lore" by the Smoking Gamer. Then it was Noble, who stopped, and then there was other content like uh, Beldor, the guy who's always hyping up Blizzard and always seems to be in the back pocket. But in the last minute, he says, "But don't worry, guys, I'm not in their back pocket," because he says something negative about Blizzard every now and again. That guy and his co-host. Then there's this one guy who uses a little orc as his avatar. Him, I have a problem with it now and again because his lore videos or his theory videos are less theory and more him recapping all the lore he said before, and then at the very end adding a question, or making just a one sentence theory without any extra evidence of why he thinks that is. It's kind of how what's a good example? It's kind of how it's kind of what MatPat started doing with Five Nights at Freddy after a while. For those of you, because that's the only thing I can think of at the moment, the only example. Because I used to watch the game theory a lot years ago, up until the Five Nights at Freddy's started becoming the only thing he made, and which I stopped. I can admit that. By the way, MatPat did steal some theories. The Mario being a psychopath theory was stolen from Proto Mario. Uh, uh, MatPat stole that theory from him. Then there was the whole Matrix is the Matrix is, what was it? Neo is the one theory. Basically, anything involving the Matrix has already been a theory that's already established on Matrix forums, and him and his writers just fucking ripped that shit right off. Also, his early video of him trying to talk about the Zerg's hive mind and their overlords and whatnot. He did a terrible example of explaining what a hive mind was and how the Zergs worked. So more incompetence, but that was early MatPat, so we can forgive that, right? Anyway, enough MatPat. It's just the concept of you watch someone explain all this lore for something, and this lore you already heard before. You've heard it a dozen times before. And at the very end, they add this one little bit of new information, one sentence of new information. So you sat through 8 minutes of a video of stuff you already know, plus the ad read in the middle of it. You get you get one or two sentences of new information. At the end, you get a weird theory that never happens. This guy has a track record of, I think, maybe, I want to say 100% of none of his theories actually happening. And then poses a question of, what do you guys think? And and that's about it. That's the entire video every time. Sure, he gets views. He got my views for years, but it got tiring after a while of the same information being regurgitated over and over again on every video. Then there is Brodo. I can't Beldor. Like I said, I can't remember how it's. I can't remember. I cannot remember how to pronounce his YouTube name for the life of me right now. But his lore stuff is interesting too. When he does it, the main issue is with him, like most of the lore videos I watch now and again, involving WoW particularly, is that none of them bring up anything new to start off with. So most of the beginning part of the video is just recapping all the old stuff that everyone's already knows. At least everyone who's been playing for more than a year knows. I think that's the biggest issue I have with videos, with any video that goes over origins or video, or origins of heroes, origins of a character, origins of anything, and try to explain something new, is because by doing the recap, I hear the recap the same thing over and over again. Like, the recap for Blade, or the Terminator, or Alien, or a random supervillain. Thrall, Khadgar, Sylvanas, Anduin. All those characters I know the origin to. I know their backstory. I know all their lore up to this new lore. But I never know when they're going to input the new information. Unless you're the one guy, in which case I just have to skip to the last minute and a half of the video, and that's all the new information I need. It's the problem that all the long-form content explaining all this stuff has been done to death. One of the few channels I can watch right now is Karazhan Library, or Karazhan Archives. I think it's Karazhan Archives, and they do a great job, because when they cover an area, they start from the very beginning, but they cover all the information in the area. They put timestamps in, or parts you can skip to different parts. But because of the way they explain things, it's not the same bit of information being repeated every video. So if something gets updated, they will make a new updated video that covers it, or add a little bit to or the re-release the video with a little bit added to the end, and let you know where to skip to get the new information. That's how you should do it, not just remake the same video again, and at the very end put in the new information without letting one know where the new information is. That's the biggest issue. If I want the new information, I want the new information. I don't want to sit through your 8-minute video again, tell me how Jaina spent her entire life doing something. You know, I've watched the same bit of information be told to me by you like 4, 5, 7, 8 dozen times before. Like I said, this is more of a rant because I'm running out of things that I'm interested in to listen to, and it's frustrating because I know enough about the WoW lore to know that there's a few things I don't know, but the problem is no one covers the things I don't know that I know of, and I keep getting the same information I already know repeated over and over again. And that was also a problem I had in school, is when it was review, or the beginning of the first few weeks of school, and they would cover all the stuff that we already know in the very beginning, and I would automatically get knocked out of the motivation to keep going. Because of the lack of new information. I don't know. Can I make better lore videos? Maybe. Am I going to? Probably not. I can make theory videos because WoW theories interest me. Some WoW theories I have are interesting. I just have to find a better way to explain them to people. At the time, the true timeline video I made, that WoW's not the timeline we play in is not the true timeline. It's been patched over the true timeline. If I really want, I need to sit down and actually draw out the different timelines that we have interacted with in World of Warcraft. That videos will be interesting because it leads to a bunch of other theories which are nice. I I could do an entire conspiracy theory style video, but it'll take me time, and that's the thing I don't really have much of is time anymore. Because I have to sit at home and do all this stuff. I can't do it while driving. I can't really draw my phone while I drive. That's the biggest issue. Anyway, you guys have a fun night. Thank you for listening. If you did, this is a short video and more of me just ranting, just to rant because I don't know. Why not? Have a good one. Goodbye.